Welcome back all of you. Good morning. Now today I will discuss questions of linear algebra from GATE 2020. See GATE और NET में difference क्या होता है कि NET में questions बन जाते हैं if you know the basics and if you have a little bit of confidence there, but GATE में questions का pattern थोड़ा अलग होता है what I feel. ये क्वेश्चन जैसे कि मैं जब लीनियर अलजेब्रा डिस्कस कर ही रही थी तो आई थॉट कि गेट 2020 का भी लीनियर अलजेब्रा का क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करना चाहिए बिकॉज इट्स अ बिट ट्रिकी. तो सी यू हियर द क्वेश्चन इज सपोज दैट एम इज़ अ m×5 मैट्रिक्स विथ रियल एंट्रीज एंड पी एक्स इज गिवन एज डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ एक्स आई माइनस एम. देन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग्स आर ट्रू? Which of the following is true? Single option is correct. P0 equal to determinant of m. Every eigenvalue of m is real if P1 plus P2 equal to 0 equal to P2 plus P3. M inverse is necessarily a polynomial in m of degree 4 if m is invertible. M is not invertible if m square minus 2m equal to 0. These are the options. Now first thing, you tell me what is meant by m is invertible. M is invertible means m is non-singular or determinant of m not equal to 0. This is the meaning of invertible, means inverse exists of this matrix if determinant of m is not equal to 0, or you can say none of the eigenvalues of m is 0, means m should not have any eigenvalue equal to 0. So this is the thing. Now what is given in the question, px is equal to determinant of xi minus m. So starting with the first option, p0 equal to determinant of m. P0 means px is given as determinant of xi minus m. To find p0, simply put 0 in place of x. Then what will you get? Determinant of minus m. And you see the given option is determinant of m. P0 equal to determinant of m. Determinant of minus m is minus 1 to the power n of determinant of m. Here n is the order of the matrix, m is a 5×5 matrix. So in this case we have determinant of minus m is equal to minus of determinant m. So in this case the determinant of minus m is not equal to determinant of m. So first option is wrong. Coming to the second option, every eigenvalue of m is real if p1 plus p2 equal to 0 equal to p2 plus p3. See friends, whenever we get such type of statements and we have to check that this condition holds if this condition is given. Always try to construct counter example. Always in such type of linear algebra questions you always have to produce or construct a counter example, and you prove it wrong, then this option is discarded, like in this case. And if it is correct then maybe, but you have to construct a counter example. If you can think of any of one of such counter example that can discard this option, then this option is wrong. Then proceed to the next one. Like here, every eigenvalue of m is real, means every eigenvalue of m is real if this condition holds or this given relation holds. So what is given in this statement? If you can prove that this equation holds even if the eigenvalue of m is complex, then this statement is wrong. Simply p1 plus p2 equal to 0 equal to p3, p2 plus p3. What is p1? p1 is determinant of I minus m, and p2 is determinant of 2i minus m, and p3 is determinant of 3i minus m. So can you think of a matrix of order 5×5 such that this condition holds and the eigenvalue of m is not real, means eigenvalue of m is imaginary. Whenever you try to construct a counter example, think of the inverse of the or converse of the statement. Suppose you take a block diagonal matrix, a block of order 3 or a block of order 2. Just to have the complex eigenvalues, you will have to construct a matrix such that the eigenvalues of this matrix are complex. So if we take this block matrix, and eigenvalues of this matrix are plus minus I, imaginary eigenvalues are getting, and we have also have to see that this condition holds true. This condition holds true means what? P of 1 is equal to determinant of I minus 1. This should be 0. For this should be 0. If you take the eigenvalues as 1, 2 and 3, then सी हम लोग को कैसे काउंटर एग्जाम्पल बनाना है? विद द गिवन कंडीशंस वी हैव टू थिंक अबाउट द काउंटर एग्जाम्पल विच इज़ satisfying this given condition and also which is contradicting the statement. Okay, so here we are getting the complex eigenvalues and also this block matrix will satisfy this given condition. How? See, if we find this is the matrix, suppose M, and if we find P1 for this matrix, what will you get? Here 0, because determinant of I minus M means this will become 0 and the eigenvalue for this matrix will be 0. One of the eigenvalue is 0. Okay, so if any of the eigenvalue is 0, then the determinant of that matrix is 0. Determinant of I minus M will be 0. Similarly, if you find P2 for this matrix, then determinant of 2I minus M will be make this term 0, and again we get P2 0. So this is the thing, we are getting this 0, this 0, 0 plus 0 equal to 0, we are getting this 0. So construction, you should construct a matrix in such a way that the condition also holds true. So see, this is the matrix and this condition is true for this matrix, and also we are getting complex eigenvalues. What are the eigenvalues? 1, 2, 3, and for this block diagonal we are getting eigenvalues as lambda square plus 1 equal to 0, that is lambda equal to plus minus I. So plus minus I are the eigenvalues, means we are getting a complex eigenvalue for the matrix if P1 plus P2 equal to 0. So this option is also wrong. Coming to the fourth option, M is not invertible if M square minus 2M equal to 0. See, it is the given condition. So if we factor this, M minus 2 equal to 0 means M equal to 0 or M equal to 2. Similarly, we have to think about example where M square minus 2M equal to 0 and also M is not invertible. Counter example in this case also. Okay, M square minus 2M. Suppose if you are taking M equal to 2, means M equal to 2, this is the matrix, and other entries are 0, 0, 0 and on. Okay, for this matrix M, eigenvalues are 2, 2, 2, 2 and 2. Okay, none of the eigenvalue is 0. So determinant in this case is product of the eigenvalues 2 to 4 to 8 to 16 to 32. Determinant of M is 32, means M is not invertible. Determinant of M is not equal to 0. M is invertible matrix. Sorry, M is invertible in this case. But see, if we find M square minus M for this matrix, particular matrix, what will we get? M square minus 2M is equal to 0, is coming 0 for this matrix. Even if the determinant of the matrix is not 0, even if the matrix is invertible, we are getting this condition true. It means what? M is not invertible if this condition holds is wrong, because we are getting this condition true even if M is an invertible matrix. So this option is also false. Now it is understood that option C is the correct answer, but how to prove it that option C is the right answer? M inverse is necessarily a polynomial in M of degree 4 if M is invertible. Given M is invertible means determinant is of M is not equal to 0. First, think about a polynomial of degree 4 in M. M is a 5 cross 5 matrix. So what is the characteristic polynomial of M? I told you in my previous videos that a characteristic polynomial, how to write a characteristic polynomial. Since it is a 5 cross 5 matrix, the polynomial is of degree 5, then a2x cube, a3x square plus a4x plus a0, where the constant term is nothing but minus 1 to the power n into determinant of the matrix. This is the constant term in the characteristic polynomial. Okay, now here the matrix is of 5 cross 5 order, so n is here 5. Characteristic polynomial will become, or the matrix satisfies its characteristic polynomial. You all know it, a minimal polynomial or characteristic polynomial, all the polynomials annihilates the matrix, means it satisfies the matrix. So you can write the equation in terms of M, because you have to find in the option minus 1 to the power 5 determinant of M. Okay, you have to find a polynomial in M of degree 4 if M is invertible. See, from here we know that determinant of m is not equal to 0. This implies that m inverse exists. So we can multiply this equation since we have to get the equation in degree 4. So if we multiply this characteristic equation by m inverse, तो ये क्या बन जाएगा, डिग्री 4 पॉलिनोमियल इन m. This is minus 1 to the power 5 determinant of m into m inverse. So यहाँ से हमारे पास m inverse क्या आएगा, m to the power 4 means degree in 4 a1 m cube plus a2 m square plus a3 m divided by determinant of m. Since determinant of m not equal to 0, you can divide. So the main thing is what, m inverse is necessarily a polynomial in m of degree 4. You have to find m inverse. So m inverse is what, a degree in m of polynomial in m of degree 4. So this is the correct option. Okay. तो इस क्वेश्चन में क्या था, बेसिकली यू शुड नो हाउ टू कंस्ट्रक्ट काउंटर एग्जाम्पल्स. दिस कैन बी डन ओनली इफ यू practice a lot, because practice is the only key to success. Okay, now I will discuss one more question from algebra of linear transformation. In my previous lectures I have discussed the topic linear transformation, and I will recall some of the things here. See, linear transformation is given from R4 to Rx over R, satisfying this t minus 1 1 this and this, and then you have to find the coefficient of x to the power 4 in this transformation. It is a NAT type of question in GET, numerical answer type, and for this you have to think about the linear combination and the property of linear transformation. What is the definition? According to the definition, tx plus y equal to tx plus ty, and t of cx is equal to c of tx, where x and y are the vectors and c is the scalar of the field. This is from the definition. And now see here, these are the linearly independent, so we can write in linear combination. We have to find this, so write this as a linear combination of So you can write this in linear combination of these three given vectors. Okay, so this is a vector and it is written in linear combination form, so you can easily find the values of a, b and c. You can make the equations like this. First, minus a plus b plus 2c equal to minus 3, then a plus 2b minus c equal to 5. Nothing I am doing, I am just equating the coefficients a plus 3b. You are able to write this linear combination because it is linearly independent. These are linearly independent vectors. You can check the linear independency of the vectors if you want. Equal to 6. So solving these equations, you get the values of a, b and c. A is 2, b is 1 and c is minus 1. You check it. Okay. Now what the main thing here is to find the coefficient of x to the power 4. Take the linear transformation both sides, and now use this property, t of cx is equal to c of tx, means t of, here a is 2, so putting a is equal to 2, what you get here, this type of term. So if you take the linear transformation t, so using that property, t of cx is equal to c of tx, you can write is that 2 bahar aa gaya, and t of this b is 1 here, so t of 1 2 3 4, and lastly c is minus 1, so minus t of 2 minus 1 and 0, and these are given in the question. T of minus 1 is x square plus 2x4, plus this is given as 1 minus x square, and this is nothing but x cube minus x4. So see, from here you can calculate the coefficient of x to the power 4. What it is coming, x square plus minus is plus, minus x cube and plus 5x to the power 4. It is minus, no, sorry, and it will become minus. this is the transformation of this. So here the coefficient of x to the power 4 is 5. Answer is 5 for this question. So I discussed these two questions today. I hope you understand it and you have understood properly this and try to be very accurate in your calculation while calculating, because you have to get the exact value in the exam. And also I will tell you one thing, these questions are little bit tricky, so don't get frightened on seeing the questions. So try to solve it. For watching my videos, and if you have any doubt regarding the today's class, you can comment me in the comment section. Okay, have a good day.